Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. A solid fertilizer. So I've got that one there, does 26. This one does 26k. This one does 17. So it's not like really fast, and that was the other thing that I was missing, and I've altered on the first one. But I don't want liquid fertilizer. I don't like messing around with it. Alright, let's go with this one. We'll do this one now. We'll do a Stevie one, and we'll go with working speed. Can go up as high as it can go, which I think is going to be 36. We can do 36 there, so we got the extension for the capacity here. Instead of 7,000 litres, we've got 15,000 litres. The colours, ooh, Christmas time. We can have a gold one. Chrome yellow. Quite like that, actually. Metallic, ooh, I do like a nice metallic green. I've always liked a nice metallic green. That's a kind of a brighter metallic green. Let's go with that. Right, design color. Another metallic green. And then rim color, we've got blues on there. Yeah, I'm thinking that we'll go with the metallic yellow on... What about if we were to do that as the... Yeah, that takes it down a little bit too dark. I mean, maybe we could do... Is that one... No, we don't want that. All right, we'll go with... I wanted green. If I put green on the tag, green and yellow. And then some blue wheels. It looks quite hideous, whatever we do. I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go with that. And we'll just change our number plate. There we go. Okay. Right, so I'm going to buy this one. There we go. I have now bought our new seed drill. It's a little bit bigger than I had previously. Let's just... I will use this one again at some point, because that is just glorious. That is absolutely fantastic. But right now, we're not going to use it. So that one we will also return. There we go. Right, so I went and spent 35,000 euros showing you a seed drill that folds up quickly. And then went and spent a bit more on buying this one. So we're going to want some seed and some fertilizer in this one. I got a little bit over in the field that we can use. And that's not going to be enough, though. So we're going to want a bit more than that. Let's just grab you, hit you on there like that. I can take 10,000 litres of seed, and I can take 5,000 litres of the other. So we're going to put sugar beet in this field. And planting season sugar beet is on now. So we're going to do that one. Let's change this over as sugar beet. We can put potatoes in with this one. It's actually quite cool. I do like the fact that we can put potatoes in this thing. And we'll bring you over here. I suspect that we're not going to be able to load the seed from the ground. We never can. Oh. Right, even... that is a really nice attention to detail. Is the fact that you take the caps off and it puts them down there. Still can't load from the side, though. Which is a little bit unfortunate. So we're going to grab this. Chuck that up there. I'm not really sure what it's doing. It's deformed now. And I'll see if I can pick this up. So, how do I put the fertilizer in here? Go in here! Maybe put it in the wrong tank. No. Ah. Right. I don't know how that worked, but it did go in there somehow. These... Slightly frustrating that we cannot easily load these seed drills. Like, this is not the first time that this has happened. But they do eventually load. It just takes a bit of messing around, and I don't particularly like doing lots of messing around with stuff like this. Alright, for some reason, it is refilling with the bag that I had just there. Maybe I just parked in slightly the wrong position to be able to refill the seeder. I think that might have been it. But anyway, I'm able to put some seed in here now with the big bags. I've got some in there. If we need a bit more later, we can go and get it. But for now, we have got seed and fertilizer in the seed drill, which is absolutely fantastic. Still got this rather slow tractor right here, but this one will do. I mean, he's got a 50k forward speed, which is not too shabby. That'll be enough to keep us out of mischief for a minute or two, I think. And then we'll bring you over here. So I haven't done any modifications to this one, which means that the speed of unfolding and everything is still just the same. But the reason that I wanted this one... Actually, I don't know why I wanted this one, because the other one is wider. It's way faster. I think it was mainly because of the... I just figured that it might be a bit awkward to use. And this one does plant absolutely everything. And it's got a reasonable speed on it. But maybe I should be using... Oh, maybe I should be using that really, really big one. Why is it doing that? Oh, I remember it doing that before. It's because we're planting sugar beet. There's a weird thing with planting sugar beet, that it sometimes puts a different texture in on the field. And I've no idea why it does it. It's just this weird sugar beet thing. Whether it's a game bug or if it's a mod bug, but it's definitely a thing I've seen before. And I'm not quite sure why it does it. So, I'm going to do once around the outside edge of the field. Because I reckon that's probably going to be enough that we can then leave the hired help to go and do the rest. If I try and do no times around the outside edge, it's just going to end up driving into the ditch at the other end, which I don't really want. And that's going to be slightly inconvenient for us. So if I can just spin round and do this... Yeah, I don't like this. This is too slow. So I will use it for this, because we haven't actually got that much land left to plant. But I think in future we'll be getting something a little bit bigger than this. Or maybe just a bit faster. I'm not quite sure yet. I've done all the way around. I'm just going to do around this one. Most carefully. He says. Probably going to hit it eventually, because I normally do. And then I will drive down here, and I'm going to engage H right there. I don't think we're actually going to make the end of the field properly, and it also looks like it's going to be leaving a gap whenever it does its work, which is also not a good thing. We're going to come around here. Actually, I'm not entirely sure that I want that one going there. I'll bring it back up this way and turn it here. And then we'll start the hired help working from this bit to do a couple of passes. I'm going to have to do some work afterwards. Yeah, I'm not impressed with this one. I'm not impressed with this one at all. We'll use it just to do this season, but then that'll be it. There won't be any more that we do with this one. We will be getting a different machine to be doing our work. Quite which one? Actually, I'm kind of leaning towards that John Deere, except that one only does the planting things, because it's quite a realistic mod. And I'll have to add in a whole load of other stuff. Not even sure how to do that, to be honest, to have the seed a bit added as well. So I'm probably end up getting a different Stevie one and doing something with that, so that I've got all of them. Actually, well, there are other ones. It doesn't have to be a Stevie one that I mess around with. So I do have a few different options that I can go with. We'll just have to see if they actually work or not. Right, you're going to go up there, I suspect. No, you were actually alright on that. I wanted to just stop it here, and then I'm going to bring it all the way over and set it up just on this edge of the field right here, and then I'm going to let the hired help carry on and go all the way off down the other end of the field, and hopefully everything is going to be tickety-boo and it will do what it's supposed to do. We'll see. I'm still going to have to tidy it up afterwards because it doesn't seem to like quite cooperating as it should. It gets down to the end of the field and then it changed, and it looks like it's going to leave a little tiny bit of a stripe right there as well. There we go. It's left the stripe. I'll tidy that up afterwards because what I want to see is, will it go into the ditch? I suspect that it might. I'm going to have to do another pass down through here. Right, it does at least get there. Huh. Okay, well, he does seem to be able to turn around. He's avoided the ditch. Only just, but he has avoided it. So we're going to go back over here. Actually, I'll tell you what. I will just keep an eye on this one down here because I got a feeling he's going to do something wrong and stupid here. So once he's done this bit, then I will go over there. Miracles never cease. He does seem to have actually gone past that one without any problems and is now turning around at the end of the field where he's supposed to. So we're going to go back over here. I did alter this one ever so slightly. We have now got the correct one. So in theory, if I drop that down... Ha ha ha! Now we're talking. Right, so if I come on round there, we grab everything there like that, and then... we pick up that whole lot like that. I'll just stay on this edge of the field right here. Why did it leave a bit there? I don't know. I don't like it. It left a piece behind. It should not have done. It is not part of the master plan. But I am picking everything else up right here. Go in by 3. So I've got a nice wide width on this one. I'll be able to pick everything up. There any problems. So when we're doing our combining and stuff later in the year, we'll be able to use this one to pick everything up. I mean, I'm going to take a minute to get used to exactly how wide this thing is, because this is slightly redonkulous. That's insane. Oh, I love it. This is more like it. This is what farming should be like. It's so much simpler. Now, the only issue that I do have is that occasionally I'm going to be leaving a few little bits behind, but that's all right. We can work with that. I have also got some more mowers. Now, what I was wanting to do is I was wanting to get that field, join it into this field, so then we've got plenty of everything here. Now, our biggest problem right now is that we desperately need to get some silage. We need to have this back to the yard so that we can turn this into silage as quickly as possible, and then we can start getting that into the cows, because the cows have got absolutely no food left, which is a really big problem. We do not want our cows going hungry, so we need to get back there nice and quick. I did just go out mainly because I didn't want to slow down. So we're going to go whizzing up through here. I'm hoping that the John Deere over there is... So he's so far away I can't even see him, but it does look like he's busy doing the work in the field, which is excellent. That's exactly what we want. Let's bring you round here like this. And we need to tip this into the end of the machine right here. So that's got a tip right there. Start overloading grass. We tip that one out. Fantastic. And then if we go and have a look in here, we've now got grass silage is being made. So I've already got 20 litres of silage in there. That's coming along pretty quickly. But what I got to be careful of is the cows running out of food. So we've got 0 food at all in there now. They've used up every single little bit of food that they've got. I've just gone and brought all of the grass back, so I need to just let this run for a little tiny bit, and then we can... Oh, I was going to make some modifications to the pizza thing. That's another thing. It's still on my to-do list. I didn't get around to it. I do apologize. So I want to get some silage in here. I reckon that we're only going to be wanting, say, half an hour's worth at the most, because I don't want the percentage for the cows to be dropping. That's really not good. We do not want that at all. So I've only got 160 litres in here at the moment. So if I speed this up just a tiny smidgen like that, and we go to about 1 o'clock, just a half an hour's worth of silage. There we go. I'll put that all the way down to 1 times speed again. I've now got 5,500 litres. The cows are already down to 75% because every time they demand food, every time they request food, and there's no food there, which is like 5 or 6 times an hour, if there's no food there, you lose 5 percentage points, which is really not good. You really don't want that, because if it drops below 80%, I think that's when productivity starts dropping. So we need to go in here, total mixed ration, grass, straw, silage, start. And I will take all of the silage that I've got in there, and then I will bring that little tiny bit on round. Pretty sure you can actually get a forage wagon. You pick it up and it just automatically converts it into silage as you pick it up. This is something that I don't want to do. And we'll reverse this up here like that and tip that one out. There. So now I've got just a little tiny bit of silage in that one. Total mixed ration here. And it is spawning out a little tiny bit of silage. So again, we're going to go forward just 30 minutes. Going to go to 1:30. There we go. That's quite enough. I'll stop there. I've now got 400 left here, and I've got 11,000 litres of mixed feed. It's not a great deal. It really isn't. It's not a lot, but it's enough to just keep us ticking over, just for a minute, until we can, well, we'll get a little bit more. So we're going to have to move a little bit more around and do deliveries and so on, but that's absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. So we'll load that bit up there. 12,000 litres of mixed feed, total mixed rations going in there. Run this round to the cows. How are the cows doing now that we've gone to 1:30? We went through another hour. See, oh, they're still on 75%, so it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. And I'll bring this over this way, and I'll tip it in for them. It's slower for them to build back up again. Like they very quickly will lose health and drop performance. It's a lot slower for them to bring it all back on board again. Right, why aren't you showing me the loading symbol? It did... No, there we go. It's because I was too far away from the side. 12,000 litres of food. There you go, cows. Now you're happy. Okay, so that's that bit done. The chickens are all done. Don't need to worry about them just for a minute or two. I've got some planting going on. I would like some more planting going on. I really don't like the seed, the planter that I've got right now. I do actually want to get that John Deere one. That's I would like to have that John Deere one and just use that to do the work that we're going to do. I'm going to unhitch this one here. So if I was to return the one that we've got, get the John Deere one, I'm going to have liquid fertilizer, so I'm going to come down here to get that, unfortunately. But we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Is there anything else that I want to do? right now, there isn't a huge amount else that I want to do. With sunflowers that I want to plant, but I can't start doing... Oh, yes, I can. I could do sunflowers now as well. Corn was probably the other one that I was going to do. So I'm going to just quickly skip back to you. You're doing a good job and everything, but it just feels a little bit too slow. Yeah, we're supposed to be speeding things up, and don't get me wrong, I really do love the Stevie mods because they really do open up a whole range of possibilities. But quite frankly, this is just a little bit too slow for what I want to do on here. Now, I do really like... Let's just turn that one off. I do really like the fact that we can do all crops from this one seed drill, right? I do really, really appreciate that. That is absolutely fantastic. So what I would like is something like one of these. I really like the large scale stuff. I think it's brilliant. Possibly I could have this one back. It's awkward and difficult to maneuver around, but it's still fun. And if I could move it around faster, that would change things up a bit, especially getting around the outside edges of the field. Like that would definitely change things up a bit for me. Because this is what I was looking at before. It was like maybe having something like this and running around. This is only 18 meters. This is only half the width of the other one. But we want a planter for now because everything else that we want to do is the planter. So I will go with this one. I'm going to lease that one back again. So we're going to lease, but what we're going to do is the tank's configuration. I'm going to go for the Refuge Plus and the liquid fertilizer tank right there. So I'm going to have that, the wheel set up, wide tires, doesn't really make much difference. Working speed, I'm going to put this up as high as I can. You know, I reckon at 55 is, that is actually as high as it'll go. I reckon 55 is pretty good. Wheel covers, configurations, back vacuum blower. What does that look like? Ah, just a little thing on the back there. Cleaner disc configurations. Oh, I see. Little bits on the fronts. Attachers. That's to add a little tank on the back. Underfirth conveyor for loading the seed into the tank. That's probably actually fairly useful, that one, to be honest. Right, that might make life a little bit easier for us when we're trying to load the thing. I'm going to go with that, because I keep having to pick them up and dump them up on the top. That makes it a little bit more tricky for me. So I'm going to lease this one, 19,000 euros. Yes, okay, I'm going to have that one right there. I am going to have that. This one right here, the fertilizer is not going to do us much good, because reasons. We've got that other one now. Yeah, I think that's just texture from sugar beet right there. So I'm going to need to take this back to the farm in order to get some liquid fertilizer from our liquid tank that we've got there. And then the other fertilizer, we're not going to worry about it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to dump that lot out onto the ground right there. And then I'll go away from it and I'll bring this over here. Now, I do really like this pink John Deere that we've got. I think this is an absolutely wonderful tractor, but... I was wondering about getting rid of it and changing it for something else, but now that I think about it, I don't want to get rid of the thing. It is 350,000, but I'm going to sell this one. And sell that. So I've only leased the other one. I haven't actually bought it, which is absolutely fine. You right here. Now, I do use you a bit over at the farm. This one... You know what? Let's sell this one, because then we've got the money freed up for something else, and I don't have to keep increasing my loan. So it's probably the better thing to do. So we'll go for there, because I want to use a different machine. So there's 315 on there. 362, yeah. Excellent. And then sell. Right. I now have 676,000 euros. So then I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go to large tractors. And we're going to scroll down this way to this one. There's two versions of the Big Bud. There's this one right here. We've got the engine set up right there. Is 1145k on there. Maximum speed is on there is 32, and that's 45. So, and backwards is 15. So some alterations to there. Wheel setup, standard, twins, and triples on that one. If you go to the standard Big Bud right here, we've got twins or standards. You don't have a triples option. And if we go to the Stevie one, it is the same. It's a standard and it's the twins. But the Stevie one does give us some different color options for our machine right here. Actually, I didn't check to see if this one does that. Yeah, actually it does. It's got all kinds of color options in there, which is really, really good. That's absolutely fantastic. But I'm going for this one right here. So I'm going to have the twin wheels on there. We're going to go with the... I was kind of wondering about the yellow, but I think we'll go with the pink because we just got rid of the pink tractor. So we're going to go with the pink one on here. So this is $420,000 to buy this tractor, which does seem rather expensive, but why not? So that leaves us with $250,000. We've got that one, and we've got our seed drill over there. I have made a slight alteration to this tractor. It took me a lot. It took me a lot of playing around and trying to figure out exactly what I needed to do, and I found out, now it says top speed 82, it doesn't actually do that. I found out that in order to be able to increase the speed, I needed to add some extra gears to it, which took me a while to figure out, and then to figure out how to do it, but I have managed to do it. So I haven't put in enough gears yet. I'll probably have to put in a couple more in order to be able to slowly step up through the speed and be able to really utilize that so that we can make use of the 50k drilling speed that this seed drill over here supposedly has. So I'm going to hook that one on there, and then sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet right there. I don't know if it's going to allow me... Oh, it should, because we've got the bit on the back. So if I can bring that over there like that. Now, let's have a look. Turn on, lower, unfold, select seed, open cover, N. Right. Open the covers there like that. It drops the conveyor thing down and places it. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.